Yo.
What's good, brother?
Good week, man. Can't complain, Can't complain. Good week. How you doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Lot going on, man. Lot going on. Just trying to manage everything at the same time, man.
Sounds like the middle of October.
Shit, it ain't feeling like that weather-wise. I tell you that much, man. 80 degrees, late October. It's different type of shit.
I missed all those weather memos. Like I ain't seen none of them. I ain't seen none of that. Yeah. There we go. All right. Weather's shit. I think it's gonna be nice again this weekend too. Whatever. Gotta go get these pumpkins. We'll get into it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, woke up this morning, put on the clothes, went outside. I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I ain't bringing a jacket. Now I know I'm good. I come out the meeting around like 2-ish. Felt like summer. I was like, oh, okay, this is scary. This is scary hours, man, because this is how you get sick.
Yeah, man. You thinking it's tank top weather for half a minute, then boom.
Hell yeah, man. But I mean, I'll take it, you know what I'm saying, just because I ain't a big fan of the winter anyway. So I'm all for it, man, especially if it's going into the weekend. If this is the last weekend with it, gonna try to enjoy it, man.
You gotta enjoy it. You still got your pools active. Go time to close those up. You know what I'm saying? It's real cold time real soon. I think I will go back, not this week, maybe next week or the week after. Coming up soon.
Yeah, sad times, man. Sad times. I mean, you get the extra sleep, but then now, you know what I mean? Coming out the train station at 5 o'clock and it looks like 8 o'clock, shit's real.
It's real depressing. Real depressing. You start thinking you got more night left than you do. Should be trash.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. But yeah, man, October's wrapping up next week. Halloween's around the corner and just really gearing up for November. Initially thinking November would be like a slow month, get to kind of calm down before the birthday vibes and all that, but it's not looking that way, man. A lot of planning, a lot of, I can see the meetings increasing. And then of course, the holidays and Thanksgiving. So yeah, man, it's every year I think November's gonna calm down and it don't.
No, hey, I want to say you'll learn, but you get fooled every year. Like, this shit is gonna be a little smoother. They turn your 2 a day meetings to 4 and 5 a day meetings. It's like, bam. There's no space for my lunch, man. I don't like this no more.
Yeah.
The November meetings do ramp up a bit because everybody trying to get out of it for the end of Q4 for sure. They don't want to be around in December, so they're taking care of all that shit right now.
Yeah, and it makes me laugh when they really be trying to aim for meetings for like the beginning of December. It's like, come on, guys, like let's be real. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna make that shit happen, and even if you do, 9 times out of 10, somebody that really need to be on that meeting, they ain't gonna be there. But hey, man, if I'm here, I'll join, and if we got rescheduled, it's just like told you.
I ain't gonna lie. Let's reschedule. I'm always happy. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm always available later because right now I don't want to do it. Like,
Yeah.
When that time comes, I'm probably not going to do it now. But yeah, I'm all for rescheduling anytime when I go down.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point where now if I see a meeting is routinely canceled, I'll just ask ahead of time, hey guys, let's just be real. Are we keeping this today? And 9 times out of 10 is because they forgot to cancel it already. They'll be like, oh yeah. No, we're busy with this. Let's reschedule. I'm like, perfect.
Ixnay on a meeting a today.
Yes, sir.
But outside of the heavy the meetings from November, how you been, brother? How was your week?
A lot going on, man. I mean, it's almost like it's consultant season across the healthcare industry. A lot of health systems just looking inward. If not, then maybe it's just us. I don't know. But having to consistently defend your operations on a regular basis, it can be a bit taxing. But if anything, we'll be molded and ready to go to the point where if this happens again in another form or fashion, it's like remember that old presentation? All we gotta do is update it. Same shit.
I mean, put a new date in the front and the back.
Yeah,
Good to
man.
go. Good to go. Swap
Yeah,
the two
man.
slides out.
Yeah. Other than that, family's good, man. Everybody's happy, smiling. You know what I mean? So can't ask for more, man. How about you?
Now, so with you, man, shit, the other birthdays out the way now. It's your time to shine, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, I was good to y'all all month, man. I need these weeks coming up. I need these weeks coming up.
Yeah.
Gotta reciprocate. But my week was good, man. Big bro doing a ton of big things. That was cool. But I was able to chop it up with him late Saturday. There was over the weekend. There was like the food festival and the Food Network. They do this wine and food festival thing towards the end of October. But he had an extra ticket on Saturday night. I think his missus bailed out on it. She was feeling good, so I was like, yes. I stepped in. I stepped in with the passenger princess. Like, yo, hey, if you're picking up, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So it worked out. But it was super dope. It was like a steak and whiskey kind of walk around situation out in the city.
Nice.
They held it at the Hall de Lumere. It's right off the Brooklyn Bridge. But bro, it did not disappoint. It was presented by like A1 Sauce. It was hosted by Robert Irvine and Sam Hugan, like, you know, top chefs and cooks in the nation. So I think this is my new type of grown up party. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as like coming in, tasting steak sandwiches and tartar and shit, and then whiskey over here and bourbon over there. I'm like, oh, this is my jam. I didn't know it was my jam till I got there, but I was super appreciative. But the ambiance was super dope. And the way the venue's set up, the walls are clean, but they have these projections all around the scene. So you get to see the different chefs and all their works kind of come and go throughout the place. But it was super nice, super dope. And shit, after 2 hours of eating steak and wine, you start looking around like, I'm out of space, man. You guys have more space? We're looking at each other, I'm out of space. You out of space? So yeah, man, let's get up out of here. I was back home by 10 o'clock. I was pooped. we did a hard 8 to 10 shift and then got out of there, but it was super nice, man. I would definitely try to revisit that next year if they do it again out in New York. But I enjoyed my time. Outside of that, man, kids still football. Both girls ain't doing too good on the record side, but hey, it's all about what you put out there. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, when you lose, you got to think of some other quotes as a coach and a parent. Like, hey, it's not about winning. It's about making sure your shoes are tied. Like, you know what I mean? It's like little shit like that.
It's about exercise.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fundamentals. You know what I mean? Start preaching that shit. But outside of that, man, the weekend was pretty smooth. Can't complain.
Yeah, that sounds dope, man. I mean, shit, steak and whiskey, always a great combination, man. So to have it at that elite level that you did, that's dope, man. So with the flag football, at least, do you see their skills slowly advancing as they're participating?
Correct. From week to week, they are getting better at a few things. Very small increments, but better than the week before. You know what I mean? And even as a team, even like individual efforts are improving, but even as a team, you see everybody starting to get it a bit more than they did last week.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago, there's like, what's a zone? It's like, what's a zone? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But now this week, it's like, yo, that's my man. And I'm getting a little more in tune with it. You know what I mean? So that definitely helps out a whole bunch. Because week one, like I was telling you before, it was a shellacking. So anything after that has always been good. But they're doing good. They're getting better. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a chip in our future this season, and that's okay. That's okay. But you know, they got some time to turn it around. Though. I hope they prove me wrong. But right now, it don't look like it right now.
All right, fair enough, man. Fair enough. So what else is going on, man?
I got a question for you. Listen, when we was younger, you know, high school and college, if you was running late for a project or something like that, there's always a really, really smart kid in the class like, yo, man, what's the answers on this homework? You know what I mean? What you do for number 5? You know what I mean? Shit like that. But as an adult, like if the tides ever turned and I find myself now helping out with homework and assignments, and I know you really don't know, like you don't know shit about this topic, do you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're asking me to do you a favor, and hey, I'm here to do this. I'm here to do the salad. You know, I'm here to get the job done. A request was asked of me, so I get it done. But now I'm kind of looking back. Now I got a little bit of regret knowing that I'm doing something to fulfill an obligation or a favor, but handing it in and knowing they still don't know the fucking topic at hand. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want to ask you, like, have you ever helped somebody at work or something like that, and now you feel regretful because it's like, I know I helped you to get to this point, but you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I almost did. I almost did. I was an analyst at one point, and there was this dude that was an associate director that was like, "Yo, man, like, I think your analytical skills will be helpful for me. You know, I'm trying to, figure out this, data analysis, blah blah blah." And I kind of fell for it in the beginning. I'm like, "Yo, this assistant director is asking me to help him. This is great exposure for me." So I started putting the report together. I started doing a PowerPoint. Yeah, I got midway through the presentation. I'm like, wait a minute. He trying to finesse me right now. Like he's like telling me, "Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna let him see that you put it together and all this other stuff." And I'm like, what if he don't? What if you don't say I did this? What if he slaps his name on this and just like gives this whole presentation? So like midway, I had made up some shit like, "Oh man, nah, like they pulled me to do this whole other project, bro. I'm sorry." He was like, "Can you give me what you did already?" I'm like, "Yeah, nah, man, I can't even do that." You know what I'm saying? That's my intellectual property. Like I started pulling out
my
fast, but
IP.
yeah. But yeah, I almost did. What about you?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of this right now. I'm helping out. I'm helping out an older family member. You know what I'm saying? Trying to catch up on some old digital skills. Sometimes
Okay.
the technology just goes faster than some people's times. You know what I mean? But they're struggling with this little computer class. So like, hey, how do you do this Excel sheet? Da, 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 da. I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Carry the one, right click. You know what I mean? Some you use these cells that, and it's all gibberish. You see it going in one head out the other. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, after 20 minutes of teaching it and nothing's getting retained, I'm like, what's the assignment, man? Just give that to me. Let me take care of that. You know what I mean? Get that back to you. I just pray they don't ask you no questions on it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna be looking around like, hey, how'd you do number 5? Yeah, you. Can I phone a friend? It's like, no, it's not how this class works. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the middle of that, and now I'm kind of regretting it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm not gonna say no. So hey, I pushed. When you push the boat into water, they ain't got no paddles. Just kind of praying for the best. Just like go straight.
if you can.
You know what I mean? They can't make no turns. You know what I mean? They're just floating out there. But I'm in the middle of that right now. I'm starting to feel a little regretful, but I'm gonna carry the mission out, man. I'm a soldier. I just keep handing it in.
That's all you can do. And I know exactly what you mean. Sometimes when you're explaining certain stuff, that actually happened to me yesterday. I was on the phone with a family member, and they were talking about something they want help with. And like you did, right? You instantly go into, yeah, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is go into your C drive, see how much space you need. You know what I'm saying? It could be megabytes, terabytes. They was like, listen, all that shit you saying right now, over my head, baby. Just let me know what you want to eat. I'll cook it. You come over here. You do your thing. I got you. So
you said hit me up when you at the finished product stage. Like, damn, all right, you know what I mean? But it had me like backtracking to the past. So, like now I kind of feel bad for the people that, I do your homework for you. You know what I mean? Look out for me here and there, but it's like person don't learn the shit. You ain't really helping nobody, man.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
I might have a little dilemma, man. I need your opinion on it.
What's going on?
I think my wife has a problem trying to understand the difference between what big is versus what small is. Think about that for a moment. Not too long, but I was wondering. I was like, I don't know if this is a good thing or if this is gonna come back to back or not. So I'll give you the backstory on it. My wife isn't good at ordering things to true size. You know what I'm saying? You see a little photo, you see a little 2x2 pixel, you go, oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Click, add the cart, send, right? The first time she did it was a Christmas gift. Savannah, the oldest, she wanted like a cool big vanity set at the time. Wife saw something online, thought it was a steal, said, ooh, boom, 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 have it for Christmas. 2 weeks before Christmas, a small box came. And she's like, oh, that must just be the tools. It said it's got to be coming in another box. So we put this little small box to the side, waiting for the big box to come. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking that's all the nuts, the bolts, the tools you need. Yeah. It's like Christmas Eve. And I'm like, yo, baby, like mailman has been coming and going and not giving us no looks. Like, can you check the tracking on it or something? You know, she looks, she's like, yeah, say delivered like 3 weeks ago when we got this one. I'm like, did you open that shit? We're like, no, it's the tools. Let's open it, see what they got, right? Open it. The whole vanity sitting is in this little box. I'm like, yo, babe, what size was what's the dimensions on this vanity? Like, you bought a vanity for a Barbie set? Like, you know what I mean? And ever since then, it's always been like a funny joke. Like, yo, man, read the specs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't just add the cart and send it. So, sure enough, last week, back in Amazon again. She was like, oh, we need a new garbage can. All right, cool. Order it. Boom. Had a little sensor thing, put some batteries in it when you get close and open up for you, throw your trash in, it close for you and shit.
Yeah.
Small box came again. I'm looking at her, she looking at me, I'm like, this shit ain't big. The box is so much smaller. The box that the can was in was smaller than the real trash can that we got now. I'm like, yo, babe, it's only gonna get smaller when you open the box. I'm like, what you gonna do?
You know not gonna transform.
I'm like, hey, I'm trying to shoot us some bell. I'm like, hey, maybe it's one of those garbage cans you got to put together. I've never seen one in my life. Right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, they got the base inside. You know sure enough, we opened it up. It's like half the size of the shit we got. She's just like, I'm returning it. I'm like, baby, you got to read the specs. You know what I'm saying? But does your wife have a problem, or anybody in your life have a problem ordering things, thinking the size ain't the size?
I wouldn't say the size ain't the size. I think, but it is along the same lines of the specs and just doing a little bit more research before you actually hit order. Because I feel so bad when it comes and it's not what she wanted. Because I can see the disappointment. Like, she gets excited, she sees the delivered, she goes down, she gets it, she opens it up, she's like, what the fuck? And it's just not what she thought it was gonna be. In some cases, you know, like you gave your wife bail, I give my wife bail. Sometimes they don't send the right thing, and these merchants are slick, man. They'll be like, let's just send them anything. Maybe they won't mind it, and they'll just be happy with what we send them. You know what I mean? But sometimes they really do be, baby. Like, did you look at the length and the width? Did you make sure it would fit? Did you do the measurements before you got it? It's like.
He said it had 3 numbers. I didn't know what they was. It was width, length, and height, baby. Look, you need all 3 of them numbers. They're all important.
Yeah, man. Anytime they pause for like 3 seconds after you ask a question, I automatically assume, yeah, you ain't do that shit.
Immediate bad news is gonna follow every time.
Absolutely, man. All right, man. We'll keep things rolling. Recognitions, real quick, man. Happy belated birthday to my guy TJ Familia right there. Shout out to the guys over at Audio Theory doing their thing, man. DJ's one hell of a dude, man. He got married, believe it was this year. So it was a great time to be there, have a good time with him and his new bride. Stand-up dude. It's amazing because you get, you know, being the older guy now, you get to see these young kids coming up and doing their thing. So it's just amazing to see these kids just, you know, grabbing their lives, grabbing their careers, taking their health seriously. And DJ is one of those kids, man. So shout out to you, brother. Happy belated.
Stay tall, man. Stay tall. he be keeping the slim fits coming, man. I'm a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of birthday, there was a birthday at the job like 3 days ago. I mean, you know, we do the old ice cream cake and thing, you know, happy birthday, you know, hugs and shit. This hug was a little weird. Like, you ever had a hug where you make the you do the embrace, you kind of inhale, exhale, and at the exhale, y'all both kind of let go at the same time. You know, a little bit of a like, and you let go. You know, I don't know why I make the sound, but I do it. And at the end of my like the hug was still tight on my shoulder. Like I was like the arms is free. I'm kind of like this. If I could fly, I'd be a baby bird. Like, you know, I'm just like. I mean, that extra second was, man. It was just weird. Like, and by the time she let go, she just like. all right, you know what I mean? Just kind of moved on. I was just like, fuck was that? Like, it
Yeah,
threw me all
man.
off guard. Like, after the grant, if you're still holding on, it's just now awkward for me. I don't know what to say to you. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
push you
that's
off real
HR, bro.
aggressive. A little bit, a little HR ish. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
you gotta know when to let the hug go, man. Gotta know.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Some people don't even get the hug. Like it's a good percentage of people. It's like, hey, how you doing?
You ever was with the missus? Seen another missus you may know, and they
Mhm.
come for the hug intro. You just like, no. You get real alligator arms. They're like, hey, you.
Nah. I think
Oh man.
you know what's so funny. Everywhere I go, people know who my wife is, right? So I try to be the same as I would be, you know what I'm saying, as far as the greetings, because you know what I mean, like for me to go like this, my wife is just gonna be like, "Oh, that's the bitch," you know what I mean? Like that's gonna be her
Oh
sign. Like,
shit.
all right, I gotta watch
Oh
her. You know what I
man.
mean? So, yeah, nah.
Avoid the hugs if you could. Avoid the hugs. They're not worth it. They're not worth it.
Definitely.
Uh,
But yeah, man, this past weekend was pretty dope, man. I'm, in my adulting stage. I realized that weekends with no plans are top tier. It is top tier adulting for me, man. But it was a bittersweet weekend. We'll get into the sports side of it. Of course, my Mets couldn't get over that hump with the Dodgers, man. Shohei Ohtani is, what I mean, he's a really cool. Yeah. I see what you're doing. That's just,
I'm
it's
just
all right. I
just
see
make
what
sure the
you're
brim
doing.
was right. Just make sure the brim was fitted. No problems there.
But listen, man, you know what I'm saying? The Yankees definitely did their thing. So I hope they finish it up, man. You know what I'm saying? The Dodgers beat us, so I need the Yankees to get that smoke for us, man.
Big bro got to handle the. It's him. You don't want. He's taking your lunch money. He's taking your lunch money every day. You know what I
That's
mean? Yeah.
that's disrespectful, man.
My bad. Yeah,
um,
this is you said Pat was a dude. The whole female. I ain't fighting no female.
yeah, it was such an up and down weekend because Yankees won, Mets lost, Liberty won the championship, but right before that, Giants got shellacked. I know we're gonna get into that later. And then of course later on that night, the Jets got shellacked. So it was a weird weekend for New York sports, but here we are, and of course we're gonna get into it later. But the New York saga continued last night, so yeah, man. But I'm here, and I'm feeling good.
Hey, man, New Yorkers, we show up, man. Whether we win or lose, we keep showing up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think they call that resilience. Resilience. We down. We down.
Sounds about right. Um, so we were talking about this came up in random conversation about the adolescent health center that's in our health system and all the great work that they're doing, really connecting with the kids and giving them that safe space to, talk about sex. You know what I mean? We don't want to leave these kids out there feeling like they don't have any guides, any education on protection or someone to just talk about learning their bodies as they grow. But then we thought about like, back then you used to walk into these adolescent health centers and they had bowls of condoms. You would literally just stick your head in there, get a bunch of condoms. You know what I mean? They had them there just so we wouldn't be fathers before we wanted to be. And of course, that's not a judgment to anybody who became an early father or mother.
Judging.
But but then we started thinking about it like, yo, when the last time you saw a condom commercial? And we all started looking around like, shit. When the last time you saw a condom? Like, it was just like
Both really good questions.
So we were really just started looking and sitting there and thinking, what caused this shift between, what I'm saying, seeing, the Durex and, the ribs for pleasure and all this other stuff, from seeing all that to just jump into these, pill commercials and you know what I mean, like just straight telling you about how to be protected after the fact.
Yeah, it's too late.
I instantly think it's us nasty young people at that time. Like, at some point we looked at sex and we said this should feel better without the condom,
Yeah.
and the shit just caught on.
Yeah. I can't even say it caught on. We got hit to the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? I believe when you're young starting, it's the way to go. You understand? No protection. No. STDs, pregnancy. You're trying to avoid all that. As you get older, you start gambling more with life. You know what I'm saying? You start picking up what a parlay. Start picking up what a parlay is. No matter what's the AC. With the parents and let you hit the slot machine. I mean, you start rolling the dice a bit more. Learn what craps was. You know what I mean? You start rolling the dice in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I'll pull out. You know what I mean? But it was the last condom commercial I think I saw might have been that Fire and Ice one. When it was kind of, it was like a cool, you know what I mean? Like I think he was fire and she was ice, and then they met and cooled down or some shit. I don't know who won, but there was some sort of might have been Durex, but I think that was the last condom-esque commercial I've seen, and that had to be a clean decade ago.
Yeah, that sounds like some Durex shit. I can see that with the flame and the ice cut on the wrapping. Yeah.
I think it was that.
I could totally see that. But yeah, we got a good chuckle out of that. Like, yeah, we the generation that shifted that shit. We said, fuck these condoms.
We're gonna plan B our way out this one.
Yo, man, for real. And then another thing we were talking about in this same meeting, a lot of times people put up like these really thoughtful quotes or phrases, sayings, and it's almost like sometimes you see people drop like some really, really good stuff. But I always remember, back in my heyday, anybody who knew me in my young 20s, what I was doing at the time, I remember Ramel telling me, you got to make sure that you protect, your words, because you don't want to hear somebody that has more notoriety than you say the same shit that you said, but get more of the recognition for it, right? So it almost changes. It's almost an extension of the phrase. It's not just what you say or how you say it. It's who's saying it and where. You know what I mean? And it's almost like you got to kind of protect some of your ideas and some of your thoughts until you have that right platform and that right attention so that it hits the way that you want it to hit. It got really thought provoking up in there. I was like, all right, y'all, I'm here for it.
It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. All right. That makes sense.
Well, yeah. It's not just what you say or how you say it. It's who's saying it and where. Like it takes it to that next level, right? Because you could say a dope line on here right now as far as a bar. Now Fab goes and does that shit, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, it's not your line anymore.
Yeah, I got 4 likes on that. That boy went black. Same bar.
That's what I'm saying. 50 likes for 50 million. It's just fucked. Oh man. Yep.
I do got a question for you though. I saw a funny meme. So hit the dealership, you know what I mean? So that new 2-door, copped it right off the lot. Bang. Come home, tell the missus, hey, I'm coming home, we're going out. Cool. We pull up. The wife, moms is both outside at the same time. And they all say, hey, we all going out to eat? Yeah, we all going out to eat. Let's go. Who the fuck is sitting in the back?
They better hope I got a back seat.
Shit.
I mean, it all depends on who paying for dinner. If I'm paying for dinner, then it's like, shit, wifey coming with me. Mom's got to get the back. Mom's got to get the back.
If mom said this one's on me, y'all.
Mom still got to get in the back. Mom still got to get in the back.
Sorry, Ma. Then I'm going to throw the can in the trunk. You don't even need all that.
You know what I mean? Because it's a business decision, bro. It's a whole business decision. I probably got to deal with that maybe a couple hours a day when I speak to her, right? Man, listen, I got to deal with my either just a girlfriend or wife. I got to deal with that all the time. Like every single day, every single minute, every day. Oh, let me not pick, don't pick me up if you got your mom with you. Cause I know where I'm sitting. No, not dealing with that.
I bring that up because I saw a meme the other day where, hey, guy and his wife got in the car, but his mom was there, and she went straight to the front seat, like out of habit. You know what I mean? That's what she does. It's just the wife. And the mother, she's very standoffish, like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm here, little missy. You need to go sit in the back. She's like, no, this is my husband. This is where I sit. I sit in the back. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, I don't sit in the back for nobody. And the mother's like, oh, we're going to have a problem. And the wife, real respectfully, say, you know what? No problem. She gets out, says, I'll see you guys there. She gets in her car. She follows them to the spot. She's like, I'll be damned if I sit in the back seat. But she definitely pulled the big joke out and said, all right, fuck y'all. I'm gonna drive my own shit and I'm gonna see y'all there, but I'll be damned in the back seat. I was like, oh wow, that's a new level of petty, because wherever y'all go, this is gonna be the conversation topic for the next 20
Oh, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
I was like, I gotta bring that to the show soon.
Yeah, that's got to be tough, man. That's got to be tough, because if you got to sit there with moms, and if you got to sit there with moms and navigate the fact of, if you got two strong women, that's a tough situation, man, because you can't stay out of it. You know what I mean? And regardless, if you pick a side, like I said, you got to make a business decision. I don't know, man. I could see me looking at moms like, come on, man. Like, let's not play games here. You messing up my night right now. Like, come on.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Just to keep the peace, I opt out. I say, you know what? I'm gonna hand my wife the keys. I'll meet y'all there. Y'all get there comfy. I'm gonna make sure I get there before y'all somehow, some way. I don't want no smoke.
Even if it's the new Benzo, that's crazy.
He ain't saying it's a Benzo.
That's crazy. I'll be like, how about both of y'all get
shit. I might have to Uber both of y'all to the spot. Meet me there, man.
That's right, man.
That's
right.
Shit is different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Nah, I ain't with that. What else got going on?
Over question for you. We all got these group conversations. Maybe 3 people, 5 people, 10 people. You ever had somebody in the group hit you personally, like on the side, like, yo, it's my new number. Don't tell nobody. It's like, we only talk in the group chat. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
Peace, no doubt. Like, are you keeping that to yourself, or are you sharing information immediately?
I mean, there's always that one person you tell, right? I'll probably tell my wife, like, guess what's going on in the group chat today. You know what I mean? She's an innocent bystander, so she got protections, right? So, but for me, no, I ain't sharing shit. I do have questions, you know what I mean? I do have concerns, like what's going on, but other than that, that's the end of it to me.
Okay. Me personally, hey, I'm a vote, man. You know what I mean? John, hey, throw it in the box. Throw it in the ocean. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
That was my premise. I just assumed that was a vote, right? Until I ran into a fellow group member in person. But hey, I'm still a vote. Hey, you can't get nothing out of me. For whatever reason, fellow group member goes, hey man, did you see such and such? I'm like, what do you mean?
Uh-huh.
He's like, nah, they kind of hit me on the side on something. I was like, they hit you too?
Yeah.
we can talk about it, because I wasn't gonna bring it up. But if you kind of bring it up, I could kind of meet you at the door though. We could walk through at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, they hit me up. Yeah, they hit me up too. It's like, wow, we both like that. I was like, that was weird. Like, that's hella weird. Mm-hmm. Then we just and then we just moved on with our day. It was just like, yeah, you got that weird text too. Yeah, me too, bro. but now y'all both can't talk about it to nobody. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But I'm just hoping it don't blow up in nobody's face, because it's gonna be weird when the group chat hit and we notice that person not talking no more because his number changed and he ain't telling nobody.
No, yeah. Yeah. No, the funniest shit about that is when you're being the vault to somebody who originally started the secret, but they don't know it's weird. So like, let's say it's me, you. I think the situation actually happened. It was me, you, and Jen. and Jen was telling me something, and I was like, what? And then you looked at me and was like, I told her, I was like, oh, okay. It changed the whole dynamic of everything.
I was right in the kitchen. That was mad funny. I was just like, oh, my man. That's my man, $1,000 man. But yeah, I told her, man. She know. She's just repeating info. You're like, shit. Okay. Now we all on the same page. We all good. Just making sure. You know what I'm saying? That was hilarious. That was a good time. Good time. Hey man, gotta be a vote. Gotta be the vote.
That's it. That's it. That's funny. All right, man. Autumn traditions. It's around that time, man. You grabbing the family, apple, pumpkin picking. Hopefully you've done it already. If not, you're probably planning to go do it. I don't know when it ends or anything like that. My son's officially at that age, but he's like, Dad, I'm good. I looked at him and I was like, I'm sure I'm going to be proud of you more moments in the future, but right now, I'm so proud because I didn't feel like driving 2 hours for shit.
Bro, driving 2 hours in traffic on sunny Saturdays to go pick up a heavy ass pumpkin that nobody can carry but you. Like all the way back to the register. Just for that shit to sit on the porch for 3 weeks. It's like,
right.
You're not even gonna carve into it. Nah, it's too big. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you knew that shit when I picked it up, man. Like, I'm living through the kids at this point because I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm all down for a cider donut. Guilty as charged. Give me a dozen to go. But I ain't have to drive 2 hours for these donuts. I could have got these in the Intamin's version at the local supermarket, but whatever. Hey, y'all grew these apples here? That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's like you figure some of these apple pumpkin picking places will get it together and, you know what I'm saying, put some like fun adult shit there. Like give me an arcade or something. You know what I mean? Or a bourbon tasting. Like do some different shit, you know?
Spice it up for us, like, you know.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like it kills me, man. But no judgment, you know what I'm saying. Anybody who's still doing it, I totally get it. You trying to be there for the kids, or you probably just, you know what I'm saying, trying to keep your wife happy or your girl happy. I totally get it. Do your thing, fellas.
I'll be keeping the family happy Saturday. But gotcha. I've been dodging all this weekend. It's like, not this weekend. You got me. Yeah, they all niggas put a zone up on me. It was like, yo, this weekend is going on. There's nowhere to throw the ball, man. They got the whole field covered up. So yeah,
it look like Daniel Jones out there. I hear you, brother.
Mad into us.
All right. But yeah, man, Halloween is around the corner too. So let me ask you, man, and everybody tuning in, you doing a costume this year?
Me personally, no. If it's not a costume party I got invited to, I ain't putting no costume on, man.
Okay.
Not that I'm too old for it, but if there's no alcohol at the function, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting dressed up for sobriety. I'm not doing it.
Gotcha. Understood.
You got an outfit this year?
We're thinking this year of doing just like, the face painting, you know what I mean, in the crib on Thursday. Just do our own little thing, you know what I mean?
Okay. You hitting the block? Trick-or-treating?
Nah. Just this Brooklyn, man. I can't go out there like that.
I don't trust none of these niggas.
Nah.
He said, there's so many white vans this week. I don't know. I ain't going outside at all.
Big facts. And there's actually a lot of cool attractions as far as like haunted houses, man. Have you ever done one of those for Halloween?
It's been a few years. There was one where it was like a old prison that they did out in PA where they kind of transformed it into something. Little too scary for me. Don't think I'll ever be going back. But yeah, that was a one-time thing that I was just like, yeah, let's go experience a haunted house at the old prison. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, when you feel that chill on my back, like what chill? Like, you know what? Yeah, I want to feeling it. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, we got Tanya over on IG. She said, nope, not giving no candy out. Don't even knock.
Oh, damn.
Sylvia said, not for those hard candy. And then only Mrs. Lee said, lights will be off. That could mean a lot of things. Hopefully it's the thing I'm thinking about. But, of course, that's after the kid goes to sleep. It's all good.
He said, there's no candy in the showroom. But as an adult, we get all the we print out the big font out of candy before you even had candy. Put it on the door. Like, we just ran out. Said, bitch, it's 4:30 p.m. How you run out? Yeah. Sorry, y'all. You just missed out. I had the big Snickers too, man. You missed out.
Yeah. SKL said, "Who did you go with?"
Please rephrase your question. What are you talking about?
I think this is in regards to the haunted house.
Might have been in the 90s. late 90s, early 2000s. That's some time ago.
Man, I'll never forget. I think this is when they used to do the fairs over in over where Damo and them used to live.
Mm-hmm.
So one time I think we all went there. We were in the haunted ride, and I don't know if y'all had your eyes open. I had my eyes covered the entire time. There was people screaming. There was stuff popping out of nowhere. I was just like this. Fuck this. You know what I mean?
If I don't see it, I ain't scared. Straight up.
Straight up, man. So the entire ride goes by. So after a while, I noticed ain't nothing really happening. Ain't no like roars or nothing like that. So I was I'm like, yeah, man, that was enough, man. We good money. All of a sudden, man, something said. I said, booked it.
We saying bolt out this crib.
Yo, I just remember, I forgot who was, I think it was like loving them out there waiting for us. They saw all three of us come booking it out. I cleared the entire platform. They had stairs and everything. To me, that guy, whoever grabbed me, wasn't a part of the ride. That was a crazy guy in there trying to kidnap kids. I wasn't with it. So I took off, man. For real.
So I saw the van inside the place. I got out of there.
That's it. That's it. I was like, I ain't leave Flatbush for this shit. Oh man.
Mrs. Lee said, yeah. You know what? I have been at a Fright Fest. Shit, it might have been like 5 years now. But the Fright Fest is always dope when you go a little late at night. You got people just kind of jumping out at you while you're just trying to walk the grounds and shit. Okay, back up. I got my kids with me.
Yeah.
But Fright Fest is always good though.
Yeah. No, yeah. Those are good times, man. It was cold, but it was good times, definitely.
Sure. But hey, man, next couple of weeks coming up. Hey, elections coming up, politics. But as you know, but this past week, Kamala was out in Detroit. Now, they do these rallies. They, kind of get the troops going, a little grassroots action, try to, I guess rile votes up at the last minute. But in Detroit, you pay homage to the local heroes. So Kamala had Eminem there. He came out, he did a little speech, trying to rile the crowd up. But after Eminem, Obama comes out. Obama, man, listen. Obama is in his post-presidency, too cool for all you nigga bag, and I'm loving it, bro. He came out, you know what I'm saying? He just a cool nigga now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't got the stress of the White House on his back no more. You know what I'm saying? I've been out here promoting my friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Making sure I'm trying to put the right people in the right places, you know what I mean? But right after the Eminem skit, he comes out, he's like, yo, man, I've been doing these rallies for a long time, man. I've seen a lot of crowds, seen a lot of friendly faces, not friendly faces, but hey, I'm still here to do the job. The first time I'm ever nervous, like coming out after Eminem, you know what I'm saying? He's like, and then he leaves, he's like, my palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms is heavy. He started to go he went into the lose yourself bars, mid verse. I'm like, yo, who is this man? Yo, Obama, he's just that nigga, bro. He's just that guy. Shouts to him, absolutely. Man. He's still that dude. He's still that dude.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I feel like we're hearing from him a little too much right now. You know what I mean? And I get the strategy, but I don't want Obama to lose his luster, man. I feel like right now they're definitely like putting him out there to try and get the black vote, get people involved. I get the strategy, but I just worry Unc don't get caught up in all this. You know what I mean? All the distaste people may have for the way this election is going. But he's always going to be good in my book, man.
I do feel you're right. I do feel like dude got Obama out there on some come to death row type shit to people. You know what I'm saying? But, but hey, it's a place to be. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a gray area for some people. But speaking of politics, though, as you know, Kamala in Detroit, bringing out Eminem, but Trump was also in Detroit. And he brought out Trick Trick. I don't see the correlation. I'm not sure how they know each other. I don't know who spoke to who. But I didn't want to see them two together on any stage whatsoever. But right after the trick thing, he goes out there and Mickey D's serving fries. I'm like, you don't know what he's doing. And then right after that in the news, E. coli breaks out and all your quarter pounders. I was like, I know it was all bad news. I know it. Should have never let him touch the fries. Like, I knew it.
That's crazy, man. This election is one for the ages, man. I will always give credit to Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle for seeing this way ahead of its time, that eventually politics was going to turn into pure entertainment. And here we are, man. And the audience is very clear who they're trying to reach, but this is getting out of control. All right, man. We're going to shift over to TV show, movie, and music recommendations, switching it up a little bit. Listen, for my Netflix aficionados, Lincoln Lawyer season 3 is lit, y'all. Fucking lit. I remember when this series first premiered, I'm like, damn, man, how they gonna follow McConaughey, man? Like that dude is, you know what I mean? He was good in that movie, man. And this guy, he's doing good. He's doing really good. I like the diversity of the show. I like the scripts, the plots. And this season, man, they really took it to another level. It dragged for a bit. I want to say probably between episodes like 3 and 5. You were trying to. A lot of the episodes seemed like the same, but they were giving you new. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, but that ending, boy.
Whoa! I just seen one episode, man.
I'm not gonna. You know, I'm not a spoiler. I'm just saying.
I was like, I hope you don't tell the things.
Woo, that ending. That's all I'm gonna say. That ending it's worth the wait, y'all. It might slow down a bit between episodes 3 and 5, but hang in there because it's worth it for the rest of the series, man. Excellent show. Excellent. Definitely. And then the Penguin on Max, bro. Listen, I don't know if y'all saw the latest Batman. You know what I mean? It was touch and go with that last Batman. I don't know. I still see Robert Pattinson as Twilight or whatever, but he didn't do terrible. You know what I mean? But the spinoff with Penguin, boy, I think it's like 5 episodes in. Ruthless.
I want to see the now this Penguin is strictly a spinoff of the last version of Batman, right?
Correct.
Do you have to see that Batman before you? Would you suggest seeing that Batman before you get into the series?
Yes, you do.
All right. Mm-hmm. Add it to the watch list. All right.
Yeah, you do, because it gives you the backstory about a lot of flashbacks that they're gonna do. But man, listen, they did the thing with this, man. I was a little worried, but they did all right. And then Colin Farrell, he plays the Penguin. That dude is he you don't know. Like, he's so good at blending into his characters. Somebody got to tell you, yo, that's Colin Farrell.
He has been on the far spectrum of all types of acting gigs, and he's always executed at a high level.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. So shouts and kudos to him. He puts his foot in whatever role he's in. I appreciate that.
Yeah, big facts.
As far as new shows coming out, I did see not a premiere. I did see a commercial for a new doc coming out on the Hulu, featuring Shine. A new doc called The Honorable Shine. That'll be coming out later in November over on Hulu. But it's definitely going to talk about the shooting, but I think it kind of highlights more so post prison break as far as him transitioning his life back into politics to where he is now today. But during the preview, they kind of highlighted the rapper side of things, the beginning right before that. But I think the actual doc is going to focus more on the aftermath. So I feel like it's almost well overdue. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully they don't fuck it up and they do it right.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. All right, we're heading over into sports, y'all. As you know, we are a New York podcast, man, and we can't start this show without congratulating the New York Yankees. They are officially in the World Series going up against the Los Angeles Dodgers. I believe the series starts this Friday. Kenny, how you feeling, man? You think this going to be a clean sweep?
I don't think it's gonna be a clean sweep, man. Them Dodger boys, man. They good, man. Don't get me wrong. The Mets, they put up a good fight as well, but they got this guy Ohtani, man. He just does it.
Yeah.
He just does everything. They, I mean, it's like got Mookie out there hitting everything across the plate. They got a lot of stars over there, but hey, Yankees in 6. Yankees in 6. Like respectable 6. But it will not be a walk in the park, though, for sure.
So if you had to pick either the pitching or the bats, that's really going to probably be the key in this. Which one do you think it'll be for the Yankees?
I think it'll be higher than lows, but I think it'll be more pitching than bats.
Okay.
I see a lot of low scoring games, like a lot of 5-4, 6-4s coming through. But I think pitching's going to hold us down.
Gotcha. All right, I'm here for it, man. Friday starts, baby. Bring it home. Bring it home.
For sure.
All right. On to the other New York team that is having, an excellent year and topped it off with winning the championship, man, the New York Liberty. It gives me a lot of pride to finally be paying attention to women's sports because it's something that I haven't done for a long time. And, we've been doing this podcast for 4 years now. We've been talking about this team for 4 years, pretty much following everything that they were doing, following the WNBA. Right. And to see them finally reach the mountaintop, it was amazing to watch the game. We're going to get into it a little bit. But let's talk about the facts right now. Liberty are the champs. The parade is tomorrow. 23 years in the making, man. Much respect to the Lynx. I think the powerful statements from Holly Rowe and Clara Wu Tsai, who's one of the owners with her husband, Joe Tsai. This is what happens when you invest with intentionality and what can happen when you invest in women's sports. She spoke about when the team was at Westchester County, probably had like 2,000 people in attendance to bring them over to Barclays and see the game grow for a sold-out championship game. That just speaks volumes, man. Quick fun fact, in 6 seasons, Jonquel Jones, who was named that Finals MVP, has been to the WNBA Finals 4 times, 2 with the Connecticut Sun in 2019 against the Mystics, and then 2022 against the Aces, and of course 2 with the Liberty in 23 against the Aces, and then of course this year to get it done against the Lynx, man. But yeah, man, super proud.
She got the early LeBron stats.
Yeah,
showing up in the finals every year. That's what's up. 6
seasons, man. That's something to gloat about, man. But yo, man, New York sports, man, doing it.
I got a couple of questions about this series, though, brother. First one, would you consider this to be the best finals in women's basketball?
Woo! And I see Tanya putting in another question in here. We're gonna get to that, Tanya. In my limited time in watching it, I want to say yes. So I'm admitting, right, the last 4 years is when I've really been focused. The close second would be the Sky against the Mercury, just because of Candace Parker's story, coming back home to Chicago, being able to bring them a championship and everything they went through that season just to get there. But this one, man, I mean, it was evenly matched. Both teams did not let up. So yeah, this one right now has the best in my book.
That one I do agree, but I gotta ask, man. Listen, hey, we are New York Liberty fans here. I'm not even gonna play the game. But do you think Minnesota had a bad taste of some good old home cooking at the end of the fourth there? With them free throws getting served up, man. What you think, man? Tanya needs to know. Was it a foul? Was it a foul at the end? Now, man.
My best way to answer that is everybody loves the system until the system doesn't work for them. You know what I mean? Basketball is a funny game sometimes, and sometimes you're on the good end of it, sometimes you're not. I've watched a lot of games where the Liberty were on the bad end of some situations in basketball games. They had plenty of times to win that game. The Lynx, they were up
Mm-hmm.
big the
Mm-hmm.
entire game. So
Yep.
to tell me that last second is what really cost them the game, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't entertain it.
I'll
Can't
leave it at
entertain
this.
it.
Like, if we're in Minnesota, it's not a foul. Keep it at
I
that.
hear you.
But we
I
wasn't,
hear
so it
you.
was. We wasn't, so it was. You know what I mean? Respect the call. Respect the call. and hey, and it's a better note. Hey, ball don't lie. She drained both of them. If it wasn't a foul, she would have missed one. Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie.
I'm just saying. Any given day, man. Any given day. But definitely shout out to the Lynx, man. Nafisa Kalia. Wow. What a season. Yeah. She was definitely, to me, the runner-up for MVP. No shade to Caitlin Clark, but I think y'all need to look at what Nafisa Kalia did this season. That girl was phenomenal the entire season. And this is her coming off of having a baby, getting her body back into shape. Sorry, Nafisa Kalia, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I'm not sure how many votes she got for the MVP, if she did at all. I don't know if Asia was unanimous or not. I don't recall the
She
voting.
was one vote. I think Asia was one vote away from unanimous, and I think she's looking for that person right now.
Oh damn! Okay. It might be the same person that gave Reese that one vote. Okay. Yep. But yeah, but she played her ass off this whole series for sure. But yeah, she had a remarkable season as well.
Big facts.
And then it was that post game. Did you see that post game stuff? What's
yeah.
What's this about?
So this is classic trolling 101. First off, shout out to the content creator for the Liberty. I follow them on Twitter. I follow them on IG. And whoever's their content creator, I got to look up the name. You are doing a spectacular job. If you followed this series, there was one game in Minnesota where Minnesota won. And, you know, shout out to Courtney, man. You know what I mean? I ain't even going to say, hey, hold y'all. Courtney Williams is nice. She surprised everybody in game one. Nobody thought they were going to win that game. But she disappeared in that last game, man. This is what I'm saying. Basketball is a funny sport. One day you look like you got it. The next day, for some reason, the ball ain't going in. It ain't going in the hoop. The refs can't control that. But anyway, she said after that game, you know, she was in her bag. She was in her Birkin bag. So this was just top tier trolling to put it on a brown bag next to the target in the middle of the joint and be like, hey, Courtney, I think this was the bag you was in.
Your Birkin kind of thin, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do want to know who left the Timbs in Minnesota. That was hard too.
That was
hard too. I appreciate that. I appreciate all that.
Definitely, man. But yes, moving on, man. Boston Celtics, y'all already know what it is, man. 2024 NBA champs. Boys did it. Jason Tatum, what can you say now? Jaylen Brown, best player to me. You know what I'm saying right now. You gotta come see him. You gotta go through Boston now to get the trophy. And what I loved about this was Jason Tatum got it being himself. But me and you have talked about this over the summer. Both him and Jaylen Brown, after being champs, I've never seen champs get disrespected the way both of them did. Jason Tatum did not plays, DNPs on the Olympics after being in the finals. And then Jaylen Brown, after being MVP, having one of the most stellar NBA playoffs in history, does not even make the team. These guys came out last night and looked over the Knicks. The Knicks weren't there last night when them boys got on that court. They were just running a scrimmage, and it just so happened to be that the Knicks were there. I don't think the Knicks will ever play that bad again, but I felt bad for them because it wasn't about the Knicks last night. This is the Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown revenge tour, and I think Kendrick Perkins said it the best. I feel bad for everybody who's in the way of them this year. It's gonna get ugly.
Honestly, I'm gonna just throw it out there and put Tatum for the MVP early. The way he was disrespecting people and looking at him different. I mean, he wasn't doing this last year. He got like I mean, he got championship nuts on him now. It's different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, first quarter, different. Like, he's going up doing shit. I'm like, yeah, like, it's like, I don't know if he got a new barber or something, but he's different, man. You know,
Yeah,
he's not the
yeah,
same. He's not the same guy that won the chip last year. He's a bit better somehow, some way.
I
And
agree.
sitting on an Olympic bench did nothing but, you know, I feel like he was just training. He was just mentally training, figuring out everybody else's weakness, so he know what to do to them when we get back to the states.
Big
But
facts, big facts.
he
Yeah,
gonna put a
man.
hurt. He gonna put a big hurt on the league this year.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, outside of I know the season kicked off the last night, but outside of the shellacking the Knicks got, there's some history over in LA, man. Bron got the chance to hit the court with his boy, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
and in due fashion, Bron brought his big ass out and just hit a big ass brick. I was just like, I was like, man, if you don't pass that boy the ball. But shouts to them, man. History definitely was made. It was dope to see Ken Griffey Jr., Senior and Junior in the crowd to make it
Yeah.
happen. That was super dope. But yeah, man, kudos to them. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think he was gonna get in the game. But after I saw the league kind of creeping away, I was like, damn, you want to get some time. But they
Yep.
put him in. It was dope. It was super dope.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and it was against the Timberwolves. I finished starting five today. Ant-Man was talking a lot of stuff ending last season, man. I don't know how it's gonna work out. That Minnesota team look too new. They got a lot of chemistry to build. That might take to like the All-Star break to get there. So I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, and not the backtrack, but Carl Bridges was looking real trash. But whatever.
Dude.
Whatever. I'm not even going. Hey, game one jitters, whatever you want to call it. But I'm not happy about this trade right now.
Yeah, social media kept going like, who changed your shot, bro? Like, what? Like, I was looking at it and he's never been like a streaky scorer. It's been weird with him. On Phoenix, he was like that 3-and-D guy. He then comes over to Brooklyn Nets. After the fiasco, of course, with like KD and all of them, you kind of think, all right, can he lead? Well, he's a cheap option. Let's see where he goes. And now he's on the Knicks. You let go of DiVincenzo because you just got him, and then he comes out and his shot looks completely different. Like, I even saw it and was like, I thought I was bugging. So when they confirmed that he was working with somebody to change his shot, that's all that social media was saying was like, I want to find the person who made him change his shot. And we need answers. We need Knicks fans need answers.
Like the stat line between your old shot form and your new shot form ain't adding up. I would have been went back. Like,
yeah,
it's time to get that old thing back, McCall. Like if he wasn't sure, it's time. It's definitely time.
Yeah.
But quick to piggyback off the LeBron, and greatness, got a question for you. If you had a choice on which path to greatness you would rather have, would you rather LeBron James being your dad route or Deion Sanders' dad route? Which one you would have put your eggs in the basket and went with?
I like the LeBron route. I think LeBron, what he's been for basketball, as far as, of course, the stats and the consistency, ain't nobody going to tell you. Anybody could tell you how to try and play the game of basketball, but not a lot of people can tell you how to stay healthy in the game of basketball, and who has the credit or the credentials is like LeBron James. And then the business acumen that he has. It's stellar. So definitely, nothing against Deion. Deion is in his own right that dude on a dad level, on a sports level, motivation, whatever. But LeBron has figured out something that I think a lot of people in the game, in the sports period, have not been able to do, maybe outside of Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's a fact. What else is going on? NBA got a new sponsor this time around, though.
Yeah, man. So we all know that now the NBA jerseys do don sponsors on the jerseys. And the first time in NBA history since they had sponsors on the jerseys, a health system will now be donned on the actual Houston Rockets jerseys. It will be Houston-based Memorial Hermann Health System. They'll have their patch on the Houston Rockets jerseys during the 2024-2025 season. That's this current season that started yesterday. The health system also has the naming rights for the 70 million Memorial Hermann Houston Rockets Training Center that opened in September. The president of the Rockets business operations, Gretchen Shears, told the newspaper that the health system has been long involved with the Houston Rockets for a very long time. It's been a very healthy sponsorship and partnership. So it was only right that for the first time for a health system to be on an NBA jersey, they went with the Houston-based Memorial Hermann Health System. If you've ever watched the WNBA, I believe HSS is on the Liberty jerseys. And I believe there are also health systems on Major League Soccer jerseys and National Women's Soccer League jerseys. So NBA patch deals, by the way, are estimated to be worth $70 million to $10 million annually.
I was gonna ask you, what's that price tag for a patch?
Yeah.
So yeah, we want all 82 games, and we better make the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's what's up. But wrapping up the NBA news, as we all know, like AI, Allen Iverson, one of the GOATs in the game. Who's here for practice. We all know the quotes. But over the past week, Debrat had a new interview where they showed a photo of her and AI. Had to be like 2000, 2001, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then she goes on to tell an old story about, there was more than just friends. You know what I'm saying? There was like a couple to each other. He would take her to China, take her shopping. Oh, and she was very domesticated. Like she loved cooking, loved doing laundry. So they was doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And then there was one moment where she was like, we was in a lobby, and the girl came like not wearing much. And she's like, "Oh, we going upstairs," and she's like, "Bitch, you don't see me sitting right here next to my man, like da 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 da." And then at that moment was when she realized, I can't do this. Nigga's a hoe. Like he just out here doing all kinds of shit, and I'm like, damn, I didn't even need to know all that about my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my question to you is like, listen, after 20 plus years, like, if you got a skeleton in your closet, it got to be like risen to the Hall of Fame rank at this point, right? You can't be spoken about at this point, right? Right.
You know what, man? In this age, I don't think there's nothing that's left off the table unless you just have somebody who respects the privacy of what's in the past is in the past. And I don't think too many people have that anymore, especially when they get in front of a camera and they start talking. Depending on where they're at in that interview, I would hope somebody wouldn't think that's the smart thing to say, but nowadays, man, everybody's looking for a clickbait or that hot take. It's different.
Statute of limitations on that on no work. Jesus.
I agree.
But like we was talking about earlier in the show, over in the NFL, Giants they kicked the bucket this past week. Saquon and Philly came through the town in MetLife. You know what I mean? They was booing him and shit. Like he did something. All he did was give his heart, soul, and blood for this team for, his whole tenure. And they shipped him up the turnpike to Philly. And what he did, you know what he did? He ran all over you, motherfucker. Like he served them up. He served them up real good. But then, and that was weird. That was like on Sunday night, right? Very next night, Jets time, same stadium. They flipped it from blue to green just like this. And they did the same shit. They stunk it up even more. I'm like, yo, these boys in Jersey, they stinky. Like, don't get me wrong, Jersey do got a stench sometimes if you pass by at a certain time of day. But the amount of funk that they was bringing out over the weekend, I was just like, New York can't get right, man. They can't get right.
Yeah.
But hey, man, is it too soon to say, like it's on the Mets bench? Is it too soon?
There you go, man.
Right, my bad. Too soon.
There you go. But listen, man, shout out to Saquon, man. You're absolutely right. He gave the Giants everything he could. He just wanted his value and he found a place to give it to him. But I was very happy to see Russell Wilson come back.
Yes.
It's a shame the Jets had to be the team he came back against. But man, did that boy cook, man. I didn't think he was gonna cook him like that. I thought he was going to cook him more on the feet, but he was airing it out, bro. I think George Pickens had like 120 something yards. Like,
I can't remember his last 100-yard game.
like,
He was serving him.
woo,
He was
man.
definitely serving him. But what's your thought on Aaron? Because listen, he got his boy back. Hey, they brought him over. I thought Devontae Adams was the answer we needed. They let the coach go. They swapped out the coordinator. You know what I'm saying? They got Devontae, but then everybody said, "Oh shit, Devontae don't throw the ball. He just catch him." We still got the same nigga back there throwing, and he is on his back a lot.
Yeah.
What we gonna do? We got a lot of season left.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put your product out there. That's just what it is, right? They paying him. You gotta play. And you know what's sad about this? It's like everybody's just sending everybody back to where they came from, or everybody's going to everybody's old business. Because now I think Robert Saleh is gonna be involved with the Green Bay Packers, I think on their offensive side, which is kind of smart. You know what I mean? Help the offense prepare for defensive attacks. I think that's very smart. Jets, I don't know. Sometimes you can't recreate the past, man. It was cute to reunite Devontae Adams with Aaron Rodgers, but this ain't Green Bay, dog. This is not Green Bay.
The weather different. It's warm out here. They don't even know about it. It's like, he said, it ain't no snow on the forecast at all. I said, nah. We might get some in January, but we got to get there. Oh, man. Another thing that kind of spooked me out during Monday Night Football, if you're in the New York area, I got the New York feed where you was watching it, they kept playing these survival package commercials where they were selling like food packs and packages. Like, hey, man, you buy all this, have like a 5-6 month supply. It's good for like 10 years. People like they see them opening up like these NASA packages and eating food like families and shit. I'm like, it's the third time they didn't show this commercial. Like, is this a sign? Is this something I need to, should I be nervous about this? But I'm also curious to know how much is a survival pack running for. So I got to do some research on that. But have you heard anything on the medical side that we should be knowing about?
Dude, I'm worried. I'm so worried, man. Because when I tell you, like, in 2 weeks, shit could really change. I got this strong feeling we probably not gonna find out the real results until maybe like Thursday or something like that. But yeah, I'm fucking worried, bro. I seen Jesus commercials on there. There's the commercials where it's saying I'm only human after all, and you see all these angry people, and I'm like, they preparing us mentally for some shit that's about to happen. They're slowly, intricately just putting these little messages out there. Before you know it, it's gonna be full on. I don't know, man. Shit.
We looking at them right now as hints, but I hate to find out in a couple of months like, oh, those are messages.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nervous. The last thing I got on the NFL, so are you familiar with what a guardian cap is?
Yes.
I've heard about it. I know they were introduced or created back in 2015, 2016 for preseason and mainly off-season practices. And they were mainly to help athletes who might have been in the concussion protocols or coming out of concussion protocols. Just an extra layer of safety. Like, you know, it's not going to stop a concussion, of course, but it does like reduce the impact of one happening on a helmet like 10%, which is a small number and a long spectrum of things. But hey, any benefit helps, you know. But with the guardian cap, the Dolphins quarterback Tua, I can't say his last name. You know what I'm talking about. He was up on the podium, and I believe he's preparing to make a comeback over the next couple of weeks. And one of the sports reporters was like, "Hey, with the guardian cap, making like a big, strong wave this year, and a lot of players opting in to use them during game." He's like, "Well, do you plan on wearing one when you come back?" And he said, nope." And they're like, "Why?" Like, it's a personal choice. And I'm watching him sentence, and I'm like. As a man, right? He's like, when do you tell another grown man like, yo, what you love don't love you back, and you should prepare for it? Like, how do you explain that to another man? Like, how do you do that?
So I gotta do some research because I think in the NBA you have to wear those guards after certain injuries. Like you see they wear the mask after they like hurt their nose or whatever. They need to make this mandatory. We cannot, if you really want to protect the players, if you're fresh off a concussion protocol, you should have to wear the Guardian cap. You know what I'm saying? Like for a certain amount of time, you got to wear the Guardian cap. That's even if it speeds up the process of them getting back, right? Like say they're fully healthy, but it's an extra week. If you wear the Guardian cap, you can probably come back a week early. I don't know. But either way,
an incentive, right?
Yeah. But either way, it should be mandated. You can't make this man. He's going to want to go out there. Because right now he's got all his faculties about him. So to him, he's fine. You know what I'm saying? He's fine. But we all remember what he looked like that last hit. And I think somebody needs to play that for him again and say, "You sure?
You sure? like, can we at least wear it till you start making smarter choices when you run,
bruh?
If you show us you're gonna be a smarter runner when you do run the ball, we'll take this cap off.
Yeah.
But until you can prove your intelligence when you're running the ball, we just assume you ain't got it. We got to make you wear this. We got to protect our asset at this point. Like what I mean? We are paying you way too much money to fuck around with this. You know what I'm saying? Like not only your own health and well-being, but we are a business and you are kind of running this ship. So we gotta need you to protect us. Somebody gotta do that old hand on the shoulder check. Like, hey man, it's okay. Wear this fucking hat. You know what I mean? But I wish him the best.
No doubt. I want to go back to what Tanya mentioned, where Saquon had about. I'm not gonna act like I remember, but he was close to breaking his rushing record, and he had one touchdown. This is how I know that the betting bookies, the agencies, all are in business with the sports. The Eagles were at the 1 yard line twice. It's the return of Saquon Barkley to the New York Giants. How could you not give this brother the opportunity to hit over 175 yards and 2 touchdowns? How is this not a thing, right? And I guarantee you, they saw those odds go up and they said, "Oh hell no, yo, push again." Like, are you kidding me? Like, I was looking at it, I was like, "See, this is the bullshit. This is the bullshit y'all be on, and it's okay. It's okay."
Let me guess. You had a parlay.
Hell yeah, I had a parlay, man.
And Saquon getting 2 touchdowns. That's all you needed.
I knew he was gonna cook them. I knew he was gonna cook the Giants. I was like 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's it. I ain't want nothing. I wasn't going for no passing yards, no receiving yards, nothing. I said, boom, boom. This got to happen. This is his return. He's gonna go off on him. Let the young boys eat. Granted, I'm happy for the young boys. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy for the young boys. I was a young boy one day. I mean, old days. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like to get your moment. But what the fuck, bro? Like the first one I understood, right? The first one I understood. They did hand it to him. He didn't make it. So then they went with the tush push, right? The second time around, I was like, man, fuck y'all, man. That was the time to give it to Saquon and let him run it in. Man. That was great.
Y'all playing on my pockets now, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. This was not a good weekend, man. That was some bullshit.
For sure. Some more about wide receiver shakeups though in the league, man.
Yo.
What's going on?
Let me tell you something, man. Patrick Mahomes I don't know what they're gonna do to be able to beat these Chiefs, man. These guys are undefeated and they don't have any star wide receivers, right? Hollywood Brown goes down in the offseason. Rashee Rice gets the bad knee injury. Then we lose Juju Smith-Schuster this past Sunday. And this guy continues to find a way to win. Now, with this trade made today, they are bringing over one of the most reliable receivers in the league in DeAndre Hopkins. This guy's hands are some of the best hands in the league. And you're giving this man a chance to go from a team that's struggling to be relevant to Patrick Mahomes. This is like Christmas before Christmas.
Easy.
You know what I mean? Like,
best Halloween candy ever.
you know what I'm saying? DeAndre ain't had a quarterback like this since, Houston Texans and the whole massage gate. You know what I mean? Like, it's been a while since DeAndre Hopkins has been a happy receiver. He thought he could have it on the Cardinals. That shit ain't work out. And being on on the Titans, I don't think his agent quite knew what that was going to be about. But this one here makes sense. Now Patrick Mahomes has an official weapon. Whew. Oh my God. Who they got this Sunday? Let me go check out who they got this
Whatever
Sunday.
it is, it's food. You think Devontae Adams tapping his publicist like, yo, man, hey, I could have went over there. I would have much rather go over there.
Yeah. They got the Raiders, man.
Man, I like the
Max
Raiders too.
Crosby's no joke though. Max Crosby, he gives Patrick Mahomes fits.
Yeah, he gonna get 2 sacks.
But
Yeah, he'll get 2. You know what I mean? He set there for 400 yards, but he gonna get 2 sacks. Gotta take the losses. One other thing I saw when the DeAndre Hopkins trade went official, I saw Cheetah put out a tweet that said, I think he's a little salty. They shipped his ass out to Miami. And now his quarterback didn't know how to take a hit. So he don't know what to do. He getting arrested on season openers and shit.
yeah,
So it's a lot going on, man. And he just took a pay cut.
yo, listen. I mean, sometimes, man, your business decision, man, it don't lead to good business. There's not good ROI on a business decision every now and then. And in this particular case, it didn't work out for him at all. And the league thought it was over. They thought no Tyreek Hill. There's no chance. There's no chance the Chiefs can do what they're gonna do. And they continue to do it, man. I don't know. I can
Got a chip. I ain't going undefeated right now. Without you, bro. We don't need you.
You know,
we really don't need you.
You know, it was one sad play I saw this Sunday. Odell Beckham Jr. on the Dolphins. He was running a slant route, and he tried to catch the ball and do a football move at the same time. And he looked so weird because he dropped the pass. So he's like doing some wild shit when he tried to catch it. And it almost looked like the ball hit him and then he went like this and then he drops it. It's been so sad to watch Odell the last couple seasons. Just, I don't know.
He has about 2 or 3 great moments. You know what I mean? The helmet catch. Well, the one hand going into the end zone.
Yeah.
He caught the chip with LA. That was amazing. I think he was hurt after the first quarter of the Super Bowl, whatever. But they still gave him a ring. And then I think he has a pretty good roster, like Derek Jeter-esque off the field. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, man, I think it's time to hang it up, man. I don't know what he's playing for anymore at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know how many more team jerseys he wants with his name on it. You know what I'm saying? Is it team 3 now?
Yeah.
Or 4? Oh no, he was on the Ravens too. Yeah, I think it's like 4 now. So
yeah, man. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah. All right, brother. Anything else before we get up out of here?
Nah, shit.
No, I feel you, brother. All right, y'all, man. Listen, every Wednesday, we are here, man, live on, all the streaming platforms, man, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, X, man. We always appreciate y'all who come through. Check us out. Make sure you visit the FCP shop. You know what I'm saying? At some point, I'm guessing it will be fall again, maybe winter. I don't know, guys. I have no idea what the weather is weathering. So, but we got something for every season. So you can go in the FCP shop, get you some merch, man. Check out our episodes. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of good episodes up already. I think we're up to 93, right?
I don't know. Mid-90s.
Yeah, mid-90s, man. You know what I'm saying? Go check it out. And listen, we got some good things cooking up, man. Extension of the Freedom Cage podcast. Going to be bringing y'all some really good financial information, man. We'll just keep it at that for now. But looking forward to, you know, where we're taking this brand. And yo, man, make sure you share, like, comment, make sure you go subscribe to our YouTube channel. You know what I mean? We appreciate all the support, man. Love y'all, man. Take care.